What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here for another match preview. We have got LASK Linz of Austria in the first group game of the Europa League on Thursday night. This is the match preview. I mean, how are you feeling coming into this game?
Look, with these Europa League games, I don't care what team we play, I'm expecting to win. That's the fact of the matter. Honestly, with all these Europa League games, with the squad we have and the quality of opposition, this is a team who United wiped the floor with them last year. It was like 5-0, I think, when they played LASK in the Europa League. Like Igalo was made to look like prime Ronaldo, like he was like wiping the floor with these lots. So I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I'm expecting even if we change the lineup, we should be winning. And I think, and also the players who come in need to be performing to stake a claim to start in the Premier League. And I think this is their best opportunity, obviously, to stake that claim. It's hard to read too much into these games, Europa League, because I've seen it. How many times before have I seen it? People kill it in these games, and then it gets like a higher quality of opposition, and they can't do it. So it's. So you're telling me you're not going to get carried away if Gareth Bale scores a hat trick? Obviously, if Bale scores as soon as Bale scores a hat trick, he's back. I can't wait. He's the best. But like, Arsenal every year in the group stage, they just like they change their team. They wipe the floor with all the teams, and they come to the Premier League and they like, lose away to like West Brom or something. So it's just, well, look, I'm excited to see Vinicius for the first time. Apparently Bale's going to play, so I'm excited to see them. But you can't read too much into it.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it's a good opportunity to get these players kind of match fit, especially someone like Gareth Bale and Carlos Vinicius, who don't know when he's going to play much in the league. So it's good for their confidence as well, especially Vinicius. Yeah, exactly. If he gets a couple on his debut or something, it'll be nice. And when you look at players as well, like Ben Davies, who's struggling for minutes at the moment, Matt Doherty as well, who's struggling for minutes at the moment, you expect players like these to come in and proper stake a claim.
Well, it's an opportunity for them. It is an opportunity for them. But we saw, in the qualifiers, we just wiped the floor with pretty much all the teams. It was pretty simple for us to manage those games, except for like the Plovdiv game was probably the most difficult one. But like, we should be winning this, especially at home, on home soil. We should have these in the bag. Austrian. They come from the Austrian league,
and they only finished fourth last year as well.
So exactly. So no excuses for us, really.
I mean, they are a team coming into it in kind of good form. They've won 4 of their last 5 games, 17 goals in their last 5 games, conceded only 5. So this is a team coming in good form.
Yeah, fair.
As well, but what I do want to say is their away form, pretty much last season and this season, have been pretty bad.
Home form's been pretty bad.
Yeah, exactly. Their last away game in the league, they lost 3-0, and their only loss of the season so far. So when you're looking at it, we should really win this game by 3-goal margin minimum.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying if we don't win every game by 3 goals in the group stages, then we're rubbish. Like I'm expecting us to manage the game and manage this group. I mean, like, who's in our group? Ludogorets, LASK, and Antwerp. We have to be seeing these guys off, and we have to. I think it gives us a good opportunity to rest players. We don't have to play our full strength team. We should have a big enough squad to manage these games. And I'm not saying LASK are going to come with their own plan and aren't going to try and make things difficult. And maybe this is going to be a big game for them. They're going to be up for it, but if we're going to be challenging for things this season, and if we believe the squad's as good as we think it is, we should be managing this group with ease. We should be. No excuses.
Yeah, no, you're right. But when you look at it sometimes, cast your mind back to when we were in group stages of the Europa League. Sometimes these games can like pass you by, and maybe you nick it 1-0 or you draw a game. You know what I mean? You're not going to win all the group stage games probably. I mean, you would like to think you will because of the opposition you're playing, but it's like these guys come into it in their biggest games of their careers, and we're playing it like, it's just another game to get through kind of thing. So they can be harder than they actually are on paper.
Of course they can. But that's why the players who come in need to take it seriously, because it's a big opportunity for them to stake a claim for the first team. And Vinicius, it's exactly how Harry Kane got in the first team. Harry Kane was that's exactly how he won his place under Pochettino. He was banging goals left, right and centre in the Premier League and in the Europa League, and in the end we couldn't ignore him, and he got his chance. So people like Vinicius and
Tim Sherwood genius.
I think it was under Poch.
Was it Poch?
Yeah, it was under Poch, yeah. And so people like Vinicius have to see this as an opportunity to try and refuse to be ignored by the coaching staff. So if he puts in the performances and starts banging them in, then I think he has to kind of see it as an opportunity. And I think for someone like Vinicius, no disrespect to him, but when he's played for Benfica, but he'll probably see Europa League as kind of a big tournament because he's come from most of his career in lower leagues in Portugal and things like that. Only really in the last couple of years has he really made the step up to the first division in Portugal and started really performing as a striker. So I don't think he's going to take these games for granted at all. And playing Europa League for Tottenham is probably a very big sense of pride for him. So I think they should be taking these games seriously. I think it's good to build up the match fitness as well for someone like Gareth Bale, and I think it's a good opportunity for the second-rate players to stake a claim for the first team. And I'm expecting all 3 points here, no doubt about it.
I mean, it's got to be, surely. I mean, you've got to start the group as you mean to go on, try and qualify from that group and win this group as early as possible kind of thing.
Correct.
This has got to be the most important thing. But when you're looking at the players available to us, I know we're going to bring out a predicted lineup tomorrow when the team news comes out, but are you fully expecting the Vinicius, Bale, Davis, Matt Doherty, Joe Hart all to play?
Correct. I am. I really am. I think in the we played a particularly strong team in the qualifiers, but that was because they were one legs and we couldn't afford to have an off game. Now, if we have 1 or 2 off games in the group, we can afford to do it because I'm pretty sure we're going to at least win at least 3 or 4 out of this group, out of those games. So you can always recover the position if we do have an off game, and if need be, say we're struggling late on in the group stages, we can always bring in the big guns for a couple games and to get the wins over the line. So I think especially in these early stages, I do expect a host of changes for sure.
Centre back position, I don't know if there can be a host of changes. I'm not sure. We're not sure who's fit yet, but do you reckon Eric Dyer can come back into the frame, or do you think they'll keep with Toby and Sanchez?
I think if Dyer is fit, I can see them resting Dyer even if he is fit and have him saving him for Monday. Is it Monday? Or we play Monday this year. Monday night against Burnley. I can see that happening, so I don't expect us to risk him if he's any sort of lack of fitness. I think Toby and Sanchez should have more than enough to cope.
Because obviously it looks like Jaffet's probably going to be out.
Yeah.
Dyer we're not sure about.
Roden can't play.
And Roden can't play, so those two are the only real options. To be honest.
I mean, Dyer sounds like a minor injury, but if he's any sort of risk, I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't play him in this game. And even if he is kind of fully fit, I'd play him for like an hour or something to maybe get minutes, but I think Toby and Sanchez are quite likely to play.
You expecting Harry Winks to come back in to start the game, and who do you expect to partner alongside him? Because you've got to give Højbjerg a rest, surely.
For sure, give Højbjerg a rest. Depends on Lo Celso.
Yeah, I mean, Lo Celso apparently was one of the players that came out after the game in that training. They played a bit of a training game after the West Ham game on the pitch, and Lo Celso was apparently there. And the 2 players that came on as well, Bale and Lucas Moura.
Yeah. So I'm expecting. It's definitely. I'm expecting Lamela to play as well. There's Lucas. There's Dele. I want to see play. Bale apparently set to play. Vinicius. So they're all going to be battling.
It's actually a really good side that we're going to put out when you think about it. Like Vinicius up top, Bale on the right.
He's probably a lot better than a lot of our lineups last season.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the truth of the matter. But yeah, I think Winks. Who's going to partner Winks? Maybe Lo Celso. Depends. It depends if he's fit or not. If he's not fit, I can see probably like maybe Sissoko again. I don't expect us to play Ndombele. I'd probably rather keep him fresh for Monday because he's been that good and he ran himself to the ground on. Has
he become undroppable now in the Premier League?
For sure.
Even with a fully fit Lo Celso.
You need at least one of them.
Yeah.
You need at least one of them in there, and I think at the moment he's got the shirt, so you can't really drop him. I would like to see them paired together, but whether Mourinho trusts them together with a Højbjerg remains to be seen. We'll have to wait and see. As I said, the formation depends on the physicality on Ndombele, but early signs are he can cope with it. But he has been helped a lot with Sissoko and Højbjerg, so we'll have to wait and see if Lo Celso and Ndombele and Højbjerg midfield partnership. We haven't seen it yet, so it's exciting, something to look forward to. But at the moment, for sure, he's undroppable. You can't drop him.
And also, it's a massive game, I think, for Matt Doherty, because obviously Serge has grabbed that right-back spot with 2 open arms. But there were a bit of flaws in his performances on the weekend against West Ham. It's a big opportunity for Doherty to come in and stake a claim, isn't it?
100%. And he didn't come to Spurs to sit on the bench. He was expecting probably to be first choice when he came here, and that's how he started. Obviously, he started the game against Everton on the opening game of the season.
He played Newcastle as well, didn't he?
Yeah. You played against Newcastle. Yes. Yeah, in the Premier League. Yeah. So he had the shirt. Aurier had that performance against United. So he has the shirt at the moment, but I didn't think Aurier was terrible against West Ham. He just had that one moment right at the end, a needless free kick, and that's what Aurier can do sometimes. That's what he's got. That's what we've always said.
It basically cost us the game, kind of thing. I mean, there was a lot more things that cost us the game. No, there was a lot more things that cost us the game, but that gave us the opportunity to cost us the game, kind of thing.
Yeah. So if Doherty has a good performance, he could get in the lineup. So he has to try and play his best. But yeah, for sure, it's an opportunity for him.
All right, so predicted lineup tomorrow after the press conference, so check out for that. Live watch along from Thursday, starting 7:45 for an 8 o'clock kickoff, and then we'll be going to the post-match fan show straight after the game. All Gold members, the link will be in the community section during the game, so check out for that. And all of you who are not Gold members, just to remind you that Gold members do get priority on the post-match fan show, and also Gold members are in with a chance to win some great prizes. The draw for the first draw will be made on Thursday week on the Antwerp game, Antwerp watch along, which is an early kickoff. I think it's a 5:55 kickoff against Antwerp. So the draw that we're going to be making next Thursday, there's 3 prizes to be won. The third prize will be a programme and a flag. The second prize will be some We Are Tottenham TV merchandise, some t-shirts, and the top prize will be some signed Spurs shirts, as you've seen that we've been advertising it a lot recently. So you have to be a Gold member and a subscriber to be in with a chance to win that. But yeah, good luck to you all. We'll see you again tomorrow for our predicted lineup. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.